Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Prince Harry did not attend the celebrations for King Charles, but reports are that he was making a phone call to his father, described by the BBC as an olive branch. Royal commentator Neil Sean says the royal family isn't bothered by Harry's absence, telling Fox News, "Let's be very clear, most senior members of the British monarchy are more than relieved by the news that the two former royals, known as Harry and Meghan, are simply not going to be returning for the birthday celebrations of His Majesty the King. The simple fact is, this news was a problem, but more importantly, who needs victims at a family celebration? This is the dilemma that faces most of the senior members of the family. While His Majesty the King would very much like to reconcile with his son, this is a bigger issue." As it was the King's birthday, let's focus on His Majesty for a moment before we get into the Harry and Meghan of it all. To celebrate His Majesty's birthday, the Honourable Artillery Company executed a 62-gun salute outside the Tower of London. This event was a follow-up to the 41-gun salute that took place at midday in Green Park. An extra 21 guns were discharged during the 1 p.m. event by the River Thames, signifying its occurrence with the City of London. The King celebrated his birthday in the company of community leaders and notable individuals. The event, held at Highgrove House in Gloucestershire, welcomed local heroes, all turning 75 this year, and representatives from various organisations commemorating the same milestone. At the gathering, the King was gifted a 3-tier cake. Among the attendees was Edna Henry, 92, from Cardiff, a former hospital worker who was recognised for her contributions to the Windrush generation. She expressed her gratitude, saying, "I didn't expect this. It's really good to know the hard work I've done was recognised, and I really appreciate it." The celebration featured celebrity chef Raymond Blanc, Jay Blades from The Repair Shop, and Lee John, a singer from the 80s band Imagination. Blades, an ambassador for the King's Foundation and fan of heritage and crafts, praised the King for his commitment to community and the environmental issues. The event concluded with a local choir singing "Happy Birthday." The King was said to have been in good spirits and joked, "We need to give you doggy bags." On his 75th birthday, King Charles initiated the Innovative Coronation Food Project to address food poverty. The birthday King and Queen Camilla visited Oxfordshire to launch this project, aiming to reduce food waste and meet food needs across the UK. They toured the South Oxfordshire Food and Education Alliance, part of the Fair Share Network, established in 2014. This visit allowed them to learn how food waste can be repurposed for social benefit. The project's goal is to enhance the reuse of surplus food through UK food networks. At the warehouse, the royal couple met with staff and volunteers dedicated to salvaging surplus food and distributing it to over 100 community organisations. They observed the packing process and interacted with both volunteers and individuals who rely on food banks and larders. King Charles, a fervent environmentalist, has structured the project around 3 core objectives: increasing surplus food salvage, boosting food distribution networks via new coronation food hubs, and implementing a flexible funding program to support food rescue initiatives. Buckingham Palace released a number of throwback photos of the monarch. The 40-second video was shared on their social media pages and said, "Wishing His Majesty the King a happy 75th birthday." The video included photos of Charles with Elizabeth, his sons Camilla, and yes, Diana. Headlines point out that Meghan does not appear in the videos, but royal watchers paying attention see that Kate is also not in the video. William shared a video of his own, wishing His Majesty the King a very happy 75th birthday. This too included throwback pictures, including one from a skiing trip to Switzerland in 2004. None of the photos included Harry. Even the ski trip may have been a pointed choice, as Harry didn't even attend that trip. Another photo was from the King's first Trooping the Colour and includes William and Kate, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis all waving and smiling from the Buckingham Palace balcony. As with most things royal, this came with social media controversy. One user said, 4 people missing from that last picture. And another chimed, "This is Charles' birthday, not Harry's. Why must it always be about him?" More Palace Intrigue in just a moment. Catching up on other royal news, during the Festival of Remembrance on Saturday night, the royal family acknowledged the significant impact of the Invictus Games on injured and ill military veterans. However, this tribute sparked discontent among royal enthusiasts online due to the omission of Prince Harry's name. Despite the Invictus Games being Harry's creation, in partnership with the Royal Foundation and his prominent role since its inception in 2014, his contribution went unmentioned. One social media user asked, "How can you have a tribute to the success of the Invictus Games without mentioning Prince Harry? I guess the family couldn't cope with his name being said out loud." This sentiment resonated with others, as evident in the comments on another post where someone remarked, "If I had to guess, I'd say they wanted this, but it was as close as they could get. The royal family is ridiculous." Another individual highlighted the importance of recognizing Prince Harry's role. "Whatever your thoughts on current royal affairs, it was Prince Harry who founded Invictus Games, which has helped numerous wounded service people, and that should never be forgotten. Thank you." At the Royal British Legion Festival of Remembrance held over the weekend at the Royal Albert Hall, the King and Queen introduced statues of Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. These life-sized bronze sculptures, honouring the late Queen and her husband for their commitment to the concert hall, were revealed as part of its 150th anniversary celebration. During the unveiling ceremony on Saturday, the King displayed a touch of emotion as he gazed upon the statue of his mother. The event was further graced by the presence of 9 other royal family members, including the Prince and Princess of Wales, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, the Princess Royal and Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, and the Duke of Kent. Meghan Markle recently wore a poppy brooch on her sweater during an opening of a new Navy fitness center in San Diego. But there were some veterans who were furious by the Duchess's choice of accessory. November 11th is typically celebrated as Armistice Day in Great Britain and other countries of the world. To commemorate the occasion, a red poppy is often traditionally worn. However, in the United States, November 11th is celebrated as Veterans Day, done in honor of the armed forces, and wearing a poppy isn't required. And because the Duchess chose to wear the poppy in November, honoring the British custom, instead of in May for the American custom, some veterans felt slighted. "Meghan Markle looks like a bloody moron wearing a Royal British Legion poppy," wrote one veteran. "Who told her wearing a British poppy while celebrating American veterans would be a good look?" And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google, your app of choice. And if you're on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.